Hello, this is Noreen Crone-Findlay. My blog is toddytalkscrafts.com, and that's where you'll find all kinds of links to the wonderful things that I'm up to these days. Now, this is a potholder loom, and I love, the reason why it's on an angle is because I really love weaving on the diagonal on pin looms and potholder looms. This is a square that I wove on the diagonal on the potholder loom, and you can see it's woven with all kinds of interesting things: upcycled fabric strips, ribbons, bits of this and that, and it was such fun to weave. Now I'm going to show you another fun upcycling technique that I've been doing. I'm going to show you how to weave on the potholder loom using the fabric strip yarn that I have been upcycling by cutting up the cloth tea bags. I'm a dedicated tea drinker. Tea is my delight, and this one is peppermint tea from our friend's garden. But anyhow, some of the tea that we buy is it comes in these cloth bags. I've written to the manufacturer and said, please, can you sell it loose? And I just got back form, letters, blah blah blah. So I figured, well, okay, I open bags, I put the tea in the cup or the teapot, use a strainer to drink the tea so that I don't get the plastic fibers from the nylon bags in my tea. But I don't want to waste the bags. You can't compost them. So instead I'm making fabric yarn with them. And it works great. I mean, you can weave all kinds of wonderful things like stars and dragonflies on the dragonfly looms. And in the video that I showed how to make the yarn, I showed these brooches that I had woven with the Teabag yarn. And, ooh, it's great. Now, when you're weaving on the diagonal with fabric strips or anything, with the potholder loom, there is that gap that you don't have with a regular pin loom. Regular pin loom does have the pin in the corner. So you're going to have, like right now, I'm just going to, rather than weave a whole square, I'm going to weave a triangle on, this is a 3-inch potholder loom that when I was writing the potholder loom book, I asked Donna and Gary of Dewberry Ridge Looms if they would please make me a 3-inch, which is half the standard size potholder loom. So there's several ways of weaving triangles on the potholder loom. Now, one way that I show in the book, and I've done other videos on how to do that, is with the warp strands going top to bottom. But today we're going to be doing it just on the diagonal. And I'm going to, when you're using fabric strips or ribbons or upcycled yarn like this, I find that it's good to, you're going to be using the standard technique of weaving a triangle, and I have done a bias triangle. I've done other videos about that, and so this is not brand new information to you, but I just wanted to show you with working with upcycled fabrics that you've turned into yarn, that you will have a kind of a neat and funky finished fabric that you can either take your scissors and trim off the little triangles, these little triangles here, they can be Some people don't like them. Others go, ooh, cool. So the bias weaving with upcycled fabrics works really well, especially on the potholder loom, because you have a bit more space than most pin looms, and so it is something that is really effective on the potholder loom. And remember, potholder looms, there's so much more to them. It drives me crazy when people think potholder looms are just for weaving potholders. Well, potholders are wonderful, but come on, there's other fabulous things that you can be doing with them. And so that's why I am always trying to encourage people to do fun and interesting things with their potholder loom. And for me, getting the maximum use out of the potholder loom is going to be making people's creative lives so much better. I'm just about at the point now where I'm going to do a bit of creative use of the hook here, because I have that quite big gap here. Now, what I've shown on other videos that you can use paper clips and things to fill that gap, but you can also now use just your hook to fix and finish this triangle. So I have the extra loop sticking out at the bottom. I'm going to break my yarn here at a convenient point, and I'm going to weave through one last time. See, I've left that extra loop there, and now I'm going to be filling the gap with this end. Come on through. There you go. And there we go. I'll pull up on that a little bit just to ease that corner back up just a teeny little bit, because I would like the loopiness down there to just come back up just that little bit. There we go. And then ease this end down. And I'm going to ease this side of it up a bit too, just that little bit, and then just snug those corners around. Now I'm going to take this, go down from the top. Now reach in and through, and just pull your tail end there up one more time, and that locks your triangle. So, and then lift it off. All your edges are complete, and you have a triangle woven with the Teabag yarn. And it's a bit folkloric, let's say that. You do have some corner bits that kind of fluff up a bit, but it's quite fun. And you can do all kinds of neat things with the triangles woven with the Teabag yarn. I did a video on the pin loom showing how to use a pin loom with using two nails at the same time, so you can check that out as well if you have a pin loom. And the next video will be showing what I have done with the triangles to make wonderful dolly tutus with the Teabag fabric and Teabag fabric yarn. So happy weaving, happy upcycling. Let's not throw so much stuff away. So wishing you all the best. Talk to you soon, and I'll be back in the next video. See you soon. Be well, be safe, be calm.